We're back in Hawaii now. We're home, but I'm nowhere near done with my vlogging. So I'm just gonna keep on going because I haven't talked about a lot of the events that occurred yet. I just found it difficult to balance, vlogging and just having fun. Like editing one vlog took me at least an hour. An hour I could have spent, doing other things, relaxing. So in this particular vlog, I wanted to talk about two specific places that we went to. So first one is Apayao Road in Sosona, I believe, and another one is Mount Caniaw. I want to kind of pit these two together because they're two similar places. They're both elevated places where you can just see a sea of clouds. So here it goes. From Lawag, I think it took us a little over an hour to get to Apayao Road, and from Apayao Road it took maybe half an hour to get to the top. The path to the top is very winding, intertwining streets, roads, and you start to wonder, when will you reach the top? You start to think that you're just going through the same roads over and over again, and it doesn't help that there's a lot of fog, and at one point we couldn't even see the path in front of us. But after all that fear, once you reach the top, you start to feel refreshed, relieved, and thankful that you get to witness such a beautiful sight. There's this path that goes into a forest-like place, and you start to wonder if you've entered through a door to a mystical place and you're just in the middle of nowhere and it's really cold and it's just relaxing. Philippines is a very, very hot place. If you think that there's places like Apayao Road and as you'll see later, Mount Caniaw and even Baguio, where you can just cool off and feel the fresh air. It's really relaxing, and it's an important contradiction from the hot weather. On our way down, the view is even more spectacular. You really get the feeling that you're high up, and you're even higher than the clouds, as you can see in this clip, and you'll see in later on clips too. You also see the mountains nearby, and it's just breathtaking. Up Mount Caniaw, however, there was a situation that was very scary. I was scared for my life. While going up the street, which is very steep, our car started going really slowly. And at one point, the driver Mang Jojo, had to brake. And from there on, it was just downhill. So the car started going backwards. And so we were panicking. And we're like, oh, should we get out? So we did. And then Mang Jojo had to drive backwards, reverse, all the way back down the slope. And I was really scared for my life. The song running through my head was Skyfall by Adele. This is the end. Close your eyes, or is it hold your breath and count to 10? Instead of let the sky fall, let the car fall when it stumbles. Yeah. I'm gonna play this clip again because if you look at the faces of everyone, you see fear and you see worry because of the incident that happened. And because of this incident, this is exactly why I didn't get a lot of clips of Mount Caniaw. But thankfully, I did get a few. This is actually Mang Winnie's video. Again, I didn't get a lot of footage, but they had to walk all the way back down because their car overheated, whereas our car, it had trouble going up. The path going up Mount Caniaw is much steeper than the path going up Apayao Road. I personally preferred Apayao Road because it felt more like a journey where you get to sightsee, and this one felt more like a roller coaster. Both adventures were worth it though, and they were both beautiful, spectacular, breathtaking. I do want to add though that even though I preferred Apayao Road, Mount Caniaw definitely felt much cooler to me. So yeah, that's a plus. Right before going to Apayao, we went to Caniaw, specifically Playa Tropical Resort, to have some fun in the water. The swimming pool is an infinity pool and it was really deep. It was 5.5 feet, but I managed and it was very fun. And right after Mount Caniaw, we went to Caniaw Heritage and Forest Park, where we took pictures and we had a chance to try out the obstacle course. It wasn't safe because there wasn't a safety harness yet, but I got my opportunity to try out some of the easier courses, and it was challenging, rewarding, and fun.